Tuscaloosa to frenzy.
Firing. Touchdown, Alabama.
SEC champions, Alabama, Crimson Tide.
We talked about Alabama.
Step back three. Money. And the Alabama Crimson Tide will roll into the Final Four.
Roll Tide!
Roll Tide and welcome to Tide TV this week. I'm Lillian Evers, joined by Charlie Key. And Charlie, it's great to have you here with us for your first ever Tide TV this week.
Thank you, Lillian. I'm so excited. We have a lot of great things to cover today.
We sure do, and we're going to start with Alabama football. It's that time of year again for spring football. Year 2 of the Kalen DeBoer era begin this week as the Crimson Tide football team officially return to spring practice.
Let's hear from Coach DeBoer on the Tide's return to the practice field.
Good to get out there. Practice one comes and goes fast. Guys did a nice job, workmanlike mentality, just out there trying to do what they can. I think just like they have been the first 6-7 weeks of training, doing what they can to be their best and bring others with them. So good leadership, accountability from just requiring the maximum effort, maximum strain. And liked what I saw.
Coach DeBoer and the Tide will wrap up spring practice with the annual A-Day event at Saban Field in Bryant-Denny Stadium on Saturday, April 12th.
And the regular season for the Alabama women's basketball team is over. The Crimson Tide finished the regular season 23-7 with a 10-6 conference record.
Yeah, the Tide's final home game of the regular season was a big one. The 20th ranked Crimson Tide upset number 7 LSU in Coleman Coliseum. Let's take an all-access look at the Tide's win over the Tigers.
Here we go. 3-point game in overtime. Morrow's got it. LSU's got to get a shot. Williams launched it.
Well, this could be the last time that the Alabama Crimson Tide play women's basketball at Coleman Coliseum this season. These final 2 games for the Crimson Tide are critical.
I want to make 3 points today. I think the most important aspect, our players, our current players, doing everything that we can every single day to invest in them at the highest level. And building that fan base and getting out and working hard in the community. I mean, they're going to be the team behind our team. Guys, there's a rich tradition here, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
We standing on business, hey, we standing on business. Hey, there's an opportunity out front. Answer the call, do the call the right way. You rebound, you play hard, do it for 40 minutes. Let's go. Play it for the Lord. Let's go. Stand on business. Repeat on 3. 1, 2, 3. Repeat out.
He's a 3 and gets it. That's a big bucket right there for Diana Collins. Essence Cody knocks it down. Alabama closes out with an exclamation point. Deny, open 3 is good.
Seconds remaining in this game. 8-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Williams around the screen. Right elbow jumper is good. That ties the game at 79.
Hey, we want to take the last shot.
Where do you go with the basketball? Leah Nye's been your top scorer, but she's fouled out. Other scorers in this game, Sarah Ashley Gardner. Cody, back to Green, long range 3 is perfect! 82-79 with 4:13 to go in overtime. By NASCAR. Here is Gardner driving, left side layup, up and in. Crimson Tide back in front, 84-82 to Barker. Barker attacks the paint, spins, puts it up, puts it in. Sarah Ashley Barker to Barker. Barker against Johnson. Block foul called on Johnson, and that is her 5th foul. So Barker called for a foul after the review as well. So with that, that would be her 5th foul. Christy Curry can't believe it, putting her hands on her face. Christy Curry having to be held back by her assistant coaches as well as the player that just fouled out with that intentional foul, Sarah Ashley Barker.
We got one stop regardless of what happens.
Shot clock at 10, it's Williams. Guarded by Weathers. Cody comes out. Williams to the basket. Good defense by Alabama. They get the stop. They've got possession, and Morrow gives the foul with 4.1 to go. Green's played big here tonight. It's the second. It's a 3-point game. Timeout LSU. They will advance it to the front court. Here we go. 3-point game in overtime. Morrow's got it. LSU's got to get a shot. Williams launches off the iron. And the Alabama Crimson Tide have knocked off LSU.
I see trees of green.
And this ball game is over.
Red
Takedown
roses,
as the Alabama
I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white. The bright, blessed day, the dogs say goodnight. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying hi.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
Is here in front of a full house at the Rhodes House.
It goes to the wall and it's gone!
We're going to be filled with Mudita like you wouldn't believe.
But this is a team that has been there, done that in terms of its history.
And we're going to do whatever we need to do to get back to Oklahoma City.
And the Crimson Tide will ride this season's wave all the way to the World Series.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. I'm Lillian Evers, joined by Charlie Key, and the regular season is winding down for the Alabama men's basketball team. The Crimson Tide held their final home game of the season this past Wednesday night in Coleman Coliseum.
Yes, they did, Lillian. The 7th-ranked Alabama took on the 5th-ranked Florida Gators in the first meeting of the season.
Florida jumped out to an early 15-8 lead, but Alabama responded with an 11-0 run, highlighted by back-to-back threes from Aiden Holloway and Aiden Sherrell to take a 19-15 lead with 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. The Gators countered with a run of their own. A 12-4 run gave Florida the 27-23 lead, and the lead went back and forth from there until Florida scored 5 straight to close out the first half, as the Gators led 41-40 at the break.
Alabama opened the second half, knocking down 5 of 7 from the floor to take a 52-47 lead. But the shooting went cold from there as Florida outscored Alabama 28-11 over the next 8+ minutes to take a 12-point lead with just over 7 minutes to play. Alabama battled back and cut the deficit to 5 with just over 3 minutes to go.
Then LeBaron Philon and Jaron Stevenson knocked down back-to-back threes in the final minute to cut Florida's lead to just 4, but Alabama could not get any closer as the Gators held on for the 99-94 win.
We got to be better. It doesn't matter what your game plan is if you don't get back on defense and can't get a rebound. So, we're going to have to figure it out before we go to Auburn. We got to go number 1 team in the country. We got to go to their place. It's going to be a tough game for us there, and we're playing for a lot more than just we obviously can't win the regular season championship. We knew that coming to this game, but we're playing for SEC tournament seeding. We're playing for NCAA tournament seeding, and I thought we'd get a little bit better effort than what we got out of some of these guys tonight.
5 seniors were honored for senior night after the game. Grant Nelson, Chris Youngblood, Mark Sears, Max Jarnowski, and Clifford Amori were honored by head coach Nate Oates, athletic director Greg Byrne, and the team for their last game inside Coleman Coliseum.
And one of those seniors is receiving some award honors. Mark Sears was named a finalist for the Bob Cousy Award for the 2nd year in a row. He's the only player in the SEC to rank in the top 2 in both scoring and assists.
And Sears is also the Division I active points leader with 2,736 career points.
The Alabama baseball team has stayed perfect on the season, picking up 5 wins this past week. We'll have the highlights coming up next right here on Tide TV This Week.
Tide TV This Week is presented by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide, the University of Alabama, where legends are made.
In every moment, greatness awaits. for the bold, the visionary, and those ready to take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Roll Tide, I'm Lillian Everest alongside Charlie Key, and this is Tide TV This Week. The Alabama baseball team is off to a perfect start to start the 2025 season.
Yes, they are. After a series sweep of North Dakota State, the Tide improved to 12-0 on the year. The Crimson Tide outscored the Bison 32-14. Let's take an all-access look at Alabama's sweep of North Dakota State.
As Alabama is one of 13 unbeaten teams in the country, and they have a first-time ever 3-game week at series against the Bison of North Dakota State.
Zane Adams getting his second start here tonight.
Zane Adams, a guy that opened the season up. Now they're looking at him to continue his dominance on the mound to get this team off to a good series win.
There's the punch out you were talking about. On the full count, got him swinging. That'll at least retire the side. Hodo, and he's got a triple.
Here's a swing, and this is drilled. The Crimson Tide are on the scoreboard, and over the wall, Cade Snell is homered.
And there's a piece of it for Bonamalo. And Alabama has opened it up in the second.
Great job by Myers to come in, go 1-2-3.
Fowler with his greatness and a base hit. 6-3. Carson Osmer will try to finish it up.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Carson Osmer strikes out the side in order as he finishes this game in an Alabama victory.
Picture-perfect Saturday from Sewell Thomas Stadium, the sight and sounds for Game 2 of a 3-game series. 1-2. Got him swinging. Got him over the inside corner.
Pitch is swung on, launched. Look it up, it is gone. Home run, LeBron.
Payoff, outer edge, called strike 3 with a slider.
Hammered left field. It is gone, a home run off the foul pole.
Pounded off the plate. Quick off the mound, gathers, throw to first. A tag applied from Hodo.
It is Gonzo Norton for the second time. Blasted out to left field, and Torres a home run.
Garcia right field. Fowler makes the squeeze, and Alabama survives a late inning thriller at Sewell Thomas Stadium. Today on a sunny Sunday afternoon at Sewell Thomas Stadium, the Alabama Crimson Tide eye a 3-game weekend sweep of the North Dakota State Bison. Inner third, called strike 3. Outer edge, got him looking, strike 3. Got him, third K of the inning. On to the bottom of the second.
That one smoked to left field, and another home run for Jason Torres.
Double steal. Throw down to third, gets away from Hamilton. Man mishandled the ball and left. A Christmas gift in early March.
Deep left field, LeBron has done it. A grand slam for Justin LeBron.
Wave and a miss. Down the chute at 89. Got him swinging. And Alabama in the first ever series against North Dakota State takes all 3 here at Sewell Thomas Stadium.
Tide wins again.
On Tuesday, Alabama hit the road for the return trip to Jacksonville State. The Crimson Tide had 15 hits while holding the Gamecocks to just 4. Justin LeBron finished with a triple and 4 RBI, while Berlin Myers picked up his second win on the year as Alabama defeated JSU 11-1.
And on Wednesday, Alabama returned to the Joe to face another in-state school, 19th ranked Troy. The Trojans got on the board first in the 3rd inning to take a 1-0 lead. But Justin LeBron put Alabama on top with one swing. This one over the wall in left center put the Tide up 2-1. Matthew Heiberger pitched 4 shutout innings, allowing just 1 hit for the win as Alabama defeated 19th ranked Troy 3-1.
The wins over the Gamecocks and the Trojans improved the Tide's record to 14-0, and with that perfect record, the Tide continues to rise in the rankings. Alabama is ranked as high as 17th in the USA Today Coaches Top 25.
And Rob Vaughn's squad returns to action this weekend at the Joe for a 3-game series against Presbyterian.
The Alabama softball team had a perfect weekend as well. The Tide swept their 5-game weekend of action in the T-Mobile Crimson Classic. Alabama earned a pair of run rule victories over UAB and Furman on Friday, setting the school record of 6 consecutive run rule victories. The Tide swept Saturday's action again with wins over Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, and Furman. Alabama completed the sweep of the weekend with a 6-3 win over UAB on Sunday.
The Crimson Tide was back in action on Tuesday night in Birmingham as Alabama took on Samford. Alexis Papillo started the game with an RBI triple, and in the second, Lauren Johnson roped a 2-run triple to right center to make it 4-2 Bama. Then back-to-back homers in the third by Abby Dukeshire, and Callie Hevlin put the game out of reach. Jocelyn Brisky picked up the win as Alabama defeated Samford 9-2.
And the Alabama softball team is ranked in the top 25 as well. Patrick Murphy's squad's highest ranking is 19th by Softball America.
After those 6 wins, the Crimson Tide softball team is now 16-6 overall.
And Alabama stays at home again this weekend as the Tide hosts Louisiana and Iowa for the spring break showdown.
Stay with us. We'll have more Tide TV coming up next.
Here in front of a full house at the Rhodes House.
It goes to the wall and it's gone!
We're going to be filled with Ludita like you wouldn't believe.
But this is a team that has been there, done that in terms of its history.
And we're going to do whatever we need to do to get back to Oklahoma City.
And the Crimson Tide will ride this season's wave all the way to the World Series.
Welcome back to Tide TV this week. I'm Lillian Everest, joined by Charlie Key, and the Alabama gymnastics team was on the road this past weekend.
17th ranked Alabama took on 16th ranked Arkansas this past Friday night in Fayetteville. Alabama opened the night with a season-high 49.475 on the uneven bars. Chloe LaCourcier recorded a career-high 9.95, while Shania Adams had a season-high 9.95. The Tide then scored a meet-high 49.25 on vault, led by Karis German, who had a career-high 9.925.
Alabama scored another season-high on floor with a team total of 49.675. Gabby Gladio tied her career high with a 9.975 for the second time this season. The Crimson Tide finished the night in Fayetteville on beam. Rachel Rybicki and Gabby Gladio each scored 9.9s. It was a career high for Rybicki, and Gladio tied her season high.
Gladio took the all-around title with a score of 39.525. That helped Alabama record their highest meet total of the season as the Tide rolled over the Razorbacks 197.65 to 197.425. And after that season-high total, the Gym Tide moved up to 14 in this week's rankings.
After taking on Florida this Friday night, Alabama will be back in on Sunday in Huntsville for this Elevate the Stage meet.
The Alabama track and field team took part in the SEC Indoor Championships. The Crimson Tide earned 2 gold, 2 silver, and a bronze medal. Doris Limnole set a facility record in the 3,000 meter as she won gold. Limnole is the first Alabama distance runner to win the women's 3,000 meter since 1994.
And Trinice Hamilton won the other gold for the Tide. Hamilton captured first place in the shot put, breaking the Alabama school record.
And the 25th ranked Alabama men's tennis team had an exciting weekend. After falling behind 2-0 to Georgia, the Tide rallied to tie the score at 3-all. Carlos Jimenez Perez picked up the deciding point on court 6 to give the Tide the thrilling come-from-behind 4-3 win over the Bulldogs. Alabama then picked up a 4-0 sweep over Vanderbilt on Sunday.
The 17th ranked Alabama women's team picked up a win over Missouri this past Friday. The Tide defeated the Cougars 4-1 in Columbia, but dropped a 5-2 decision to 19th ranked Vanderbilt on Sunday. The Alabama rowing team was at home this past Saturday for their only home regatta of the spring. On Senior Day, Alabama swept Eastern Michigan as 3 Crimson Tide crews claimed the top 3 finishes in every race. After the competition, the Crimson Tide honored its 13 seniors.
And the Alabama women's golf team was also in action this weekend as they took part in the Darius Rucker Intercollegiate. Alabama finished in 11th place, led by Ryan Flynn in 33rd place at 10 over par. Stay with us. We'll have our plays and players of the week coming up next right here on Tide TV this week.
College baseball is the best. College baseball in this league is the absolute best of the best because you get the energy, you get the crowd, you get all that. You got 6,000 people in there, and that place rocking. That's why you come play college baseball right there.
Crossover to get free. Beautiful take. Cody thought twice about it. Don't think twice, Essence. Green, deep three is good. Here's Barker. Barker on the turnaround. Got it. That ball's rocketing. That ball leaves the yard. A LeBron laser. And it's popped up. Drody popped up the butt, and Dukeshire laid out. That's to the gap, all the way to the wall. Here comes the runner home. Play at the plate. There's the tag. There's the out.
Don't lay out to a 1.5. Big, huge split jump. Puts an exclamation point at the end of that routine.
Around and under it, Bonamolo with a catch for the out, tagging. And the throw to the plate's going to come through, and he's out at the plate.
This ball tattooed to left field, and it leaves the ballpark. Drives this to left field, and Alabama goes back to back.
Those are our ATI plays of the week. Now let's take a look at our players of the week, brought to you by Legacy of Hope.
And we start with the perfect 14-0 Crimson Tide baseball team. Jason Torres crushed a home run in all 3 of the Tide's wins over North Dakota State. Torres also scored 4 runs, drove 5 in, and added 3 walks.
And Abby Dukeshire was named the T-Mobile Crimson Classic MVP as she finished the weekend with 7 hits in 4 games with 3 RBI and 4 runs scored.
Gabby Gladio won the all-around as she helped lead the Tide to a season-high team total of 197.65. Gladio tied her career high on the floor with a 99.75.
And Doris Lemangole set a facility record at the SEC Indoor Championships as she captured gold in the women's 3,000 meter. Lemangole was also named SEC Women's Indoor Track and Field Scholar Athlete of the Year. Those were our Legacy of Hope players of the week. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Tide TV this week. And next week is spring break here at the University of Alabama.
And we'll have a special spring break edition of Tide TV this week. You don't want to miss it.
We hope to see you back here next week for that special episode. But until then, everyone have a great weekend and roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
This has been a presentation from Learfield.